Okay, there we go. Hopefully that's working again. Sorry about that. So dumb. It looks like my internet just dropped out on me. And so had to reset a bunch of stuff. It's all good, though. No worries, no complaints. Just annoyed when that happens. It's better than last time. Actually, I can't even remember what happened last time, but it was ridiculous. All right, 2 seconds, and the lag goes away as soon as I stop screwing around with chats and whatnot. Click on this one, click on this one, close out of this one. What's cool though is that my browser or that my router got reset in the process. And so everything's just like snap, 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 snap. That's how my internet. It's old, I guess, and so it goes snap instead of like other noises like pew or something. What noise does your internet make? Okay, so let's go ahead and I got just one more chat to pop out, and then we can get back into stuff. I forgot what I was gonna do in the game because of that happening. So I need to actually remember that. Need to figure it out. Turkey Shout. Kids watch that show. Tumbleleaf, great show. Fantastic show. You know who I like in that show? Hedge. The Hedgehog. Great dude. Alright, onward. Onward. Let me get TikTok up on the screen. What up, TikTok? Alright, hopefully this all works now. And we're good to go. Sweet, resume. Okay, so I was venturing out to go hunting. And also get some sticks. Is that a pig? It's a pig. She's coming right for us. Figured I'd go ahead and just take the easy one. But yeah, the plan is I'm gonna I gotta hunt a little bit. We'll dry a few of these bits of meat, and then the rest of them we're gonna go ahead and just toss. I don't need all that campfire ash. I don't care about that. Or not toss. We're gonna put on the drying rack, and then we're gonna eat one of these flanks. Actually, you know, no, I'll cook in the morning. Go ahead. This will be good for 20 hours. So we're going to put 2 flanks up here. And actually, you know what? I have meat up here. Forget this. Eat this right here. Delicious. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, I did. I gave myself a buzz cut, actually. I was tired of how I looked with hair. So I decided to get rid of it all. It's actually, it's simpler than that. It's hot out here. It's where I live in Southern California. It's ridiculously hot. And so I just got fed up with having very thick, not long, but like just thick, heavy hair. And so one day I decided I'm just going to cut it all off. And I did. And I enjoy it. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Everybody should cut their hair off. Every once in a while they should go full Britney. There we go. No, don't destroy it. I want wood from it. Cool. There we go. So what has happened? Not too much. I'm in the process of building up the Eternal Flame base right here. I got a lot of traps laid out. And I'm debating on adding more. But I'm actually about ready to do another round. Am I? Am I about ready to do another round, or am I going to go to sleep for a little while? I think I'm going to go to sleep for a little while. All right, I'm going to try something new this time. Instead of jumping into the giant pit down there, I'm going to go here. See if we can avoid triggering those dudes over there. And just swim back this way to get cleaned up, right? In the last month or two, not much. Yeah, life's kind of just been really busy and hectic with the other YouTube channel. And so I'm trying to just stay focused on getting a lot of that stuff done. What was that? Is that a rock? It's weird that was sticking out like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been focusing on nonstop. Did I miss one? Seriously? Okay, we'll go ahead and put this one right there and I'll arm it. All right. So let's go ahead and go to sleep. Oh, this one too? Okay, no worries. Harvest. And then we'll put this right there and arm it. All right, so let's go to sleep. And then in the morning, we'll get going. You hated this game? Hey, 197, good to see you, buddy. Always a pleasure. I actually just had to deal with technical difficulties. My stream just went dead on me. That was a pain. You hated this game? What did you hate about this game? I'm actually curious about that. What game is this? This is Green Hell. You've been here before, Daniel, for a Green Hell stream. All right, let's go ahead and eat. Do one more of those. We need to get some water, and then today we're going to be doing some fun stuff here with the tribals. I agree with that. It is a very punishing game. If you understand a lot of the miscellaneous elements to it, it gets a little bit less punishing. But early on, this is one of the most brutal games that has ever come out. That is for sure. Hang on, 2 seconds. All right, let's find this leech. There. All right, get down, and pretty sure those are boars. All right, get our bananas for the day. Also, it's about the location that you're on. Why did I harvest that? I didn't need to harvest that. I feel kind of dumb about harvesting that. Now I got to find the banana seeds that are buried in here somewhere. It's kind of annoying. Have I ever done a real game of Sons of the Forest? Yeah, of course. Of course. When I first started playing it, I just beat it on like just the regular difficulty. I don't really see a need to do like the peaceful playthroughs unless you're like done with a game or it's a very, very old game. But no, like when Sons of the Forest first came out, I wanted to be surprised with it. All right, so we got full health, we got full food and everything else. We're ready to do a round, so let's go ahead and arm the traps. Want to waste these regular arrows before I waste the other ones. Forgot to arm it first. Okay, onward. It always takes me a couple minutes to get everything set up, and then the round starts, and within probably about like 5 seconds, all of these bow traps get triggered, except for maybe 1 or 2. And not 5 seconds, that's an exaggeration. Oh, nope, come back here, arrow. Probably about 30 seconds. And if we get a thug, it's going to be fun to deal with too. Alright, so we're going to have to start using some other arrows here. I'm thinking about burning these tribal arrows instead of the metal-tipped ones. I like the metal-tipped ones. You always do come back, Daniel. As always, my friend. Good to see you, though. It has been a couple months. Always a pleasure. Alright, onward. We're getting it done. Again, switching to the tribal arrows in here instead of the metal-tip ones. Saving the metal-tip ones for myself. Even though the tribals are technically metal tipped. And I actually don't know if the damage is different on them. Like, to be frank, that's... I really don't know the stats on that stuff. Alright, like 5 or 6 more of these. So worth it, though. Otherwise, you have to fight all of these dudes, and I do not like doing that. That is not fun. Okay, back it up. Hey, there you go. That's fantastic. I envy you a little bit on that one. It has been a long time since I've kind of upgraded the desk setup. I've upgraded like the room setup and like that type of stuff and gear, you know, like new cameras and stuff like that. But I rarely upgrade the comfort stuff, and I need to get that done. But that's pretty cool. Glad the new job is hooking it up, or well, the job rather. They are not, man. I need like a big, cushiony, leathery chair at this point. Like, that's what I'm looking for. A Herman Miller. All right, I will look into it. That is for sure. That is definitely one. I don't know if I recognize that brand name. Okay. We ready? I think I got all my traps laid out. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Hang on. Get these armadillo shells out of the way. They want you to make armor out of the armadillo shells. I haven't had the patience to do that. All right, what round are we on? Here we go. Round 19. Let's go. Let's do it. Here we go with the traps. All right, there's like 2 killed by the traps. 3. Oh. All right. I'll check chat in 2 seconds, guys. If we're lucky, I won't have to do anything. And there we go. That was round 19. That actually wasn't that bad. I don't want the arrows. Yeah, I want to harvest this dude. Oh, all right, hang on. That wasn't that bad. Okay, worth every penny. Good to know. I appreciate that. We're going to be doing a yard sale in the next month or so. And the idea is that we're going to be getting rid of a lot of the old furniture and upgrading some stuff. So I might have a office chair on the horizon as part of that. All right, let's go ahead and just get rid of all these dudes. Get our arrows back. I do got to be careful. It looks like a couple of these didn't trip. And so we'll see. Get rid of all these. Don't need it. All this human meat. Who cares? All right, so which ones didn't trip? This tripped. That did. I'll be selling some singles just for the Facebook photo to put it up on Marketplace and stuff like that. I'll definitely be selling some singles. And we'll see, maybe getting some other stuff. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I have the coolest wife in the world. She brings me very delicious drinks. You know what she did the other day? She froze cubes of Jello. And then now she's serving me like 7-Up and stuff with frozen cubes of iced Jello in there. And so either way. But anyway, I'll also probably be doing the some cards for this yard sale. So that way I can post it in the group. You know how it works, right? Gotta make it work. All right, so it looks like all the others tripped, so we're good there. If you offered me any Monster, no, you did not. But it's quite all right. I'm a NOS man when it comes to energy drinks. And Tor water, for that matter. Ooh, fruity and delicious. All right, I got a couple other corpses that I got to get rid of. Got to watch out over here. This trap always does good work. Prevents them from sneaking around. That is true. That is true. That actually is my motto. My favorite flavor of beer is free. And my second favorite is cold. Oh, what's funny is that I don't even drink. Just not my thing. Not my cup of tea. All right. So that was those dudes. Get this warrior here. But yeah, the traps actually did some good work there. It's actually really tasty. I can't put it down. All right. Tribal bow here. I need a new tribal bow. It's kind of a big thing that I'm looking for is a new tribal bow. I guess it's not like something I really need. I just, if I find a better one. But it's like all these spear dudes walked inside the base this time. And these are low. Hey, a couple of arrows that were just randomly on the ground. We'll take that. All right, now I'm looking for... Anybody die over here on these traps? No, but it looks like those did their job of keeping that side of the base safe. That was dumb. Just tripped over my own trap. That was about as dumb as they get, right? I'm missing a bunch of arrows somewhere. There's a couple of them just kind of lying about here. You thought it was the forest? You know, a lot of people come in and they think that this is the forest whenever I do Green Hell. It's a great game. I'm sure that the forest or Green Hell, I think Green Hell came after the forest. I'm not sure about that. But I'm pretty sure that they definitely inspired each other for sure. I'm still at 94%. What'd I get? Another armadillo shell? Who cares? They're giving me enough to make armadillo armor. And I actually don't know how to make armadillo armor. It's only 4 things. See if we can figure it out. Okay, we need at least 1 rope. Oh, it's at least 2 ropes. Nope. Okay, so it's just 2 ropes. And a stick? It's not a stick. It's not the stick. Okay. You know, I bet it's a banana leaf. I bet it's a banana leaf. Let's find out. Craft. Hi, see? See? And then 1, 2 armadillo armor up in here. Let's go. That's pretty fantastic, actually. All right. Well, I mean, when in Rome, we should go ahead and take care of our armor. And we got 3 of these, so that's at 66. That's at 25. That's at 60, and this was at 92. Excuse me, but get on my arm immediately. There we go. Okay, and then, so that one was at 92. This one was at 25, so we'll go ahead and ditch that one. And then this one is at 66, and this one was at what, 60? Okay, we'll get rid of you. We'll get rid of you. And I mean, if they're gonna give me armadillo armor, we might as well just kind of get the armadillo armor set up, and everything will be fine. So like, just might as well make it happen, right? Okay, so armadillo armor, equip, right arm. We need 2 more of these. Perfect. Love to see it. This is actually, I don't think I've ever done armadillo armor in the entirety of this game. Like this is a first for me, is doing this armadillo armor. Okay, and get the rest of the rope there. Yeah, pretty cool. We're only making it at this like 56 level range, but whatever. You know, and it looks pretty cool too. That looks pretty nifty. I like that. All right. Well, man, before we lose any more energy, we should go ahead and ready up for another round. There's some more arrows. See, they're around. I just gotta find them. I just gotta see. I don't know why they're not like sticking into the enemies. You know what I mean? But whatever. All right. So first things first, we got to go ahead and fix up 2 traps over here and 1 trap on the other side that I triggered. So we'll go ahead and harvest these to get all that stuff. Really? Really? You're gonna make this all difficult for me? Lame. Alright, get rid of those banana seeds. I don't want those banana seeds anymore. Okay. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Now we'll definitely be able to fit them. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so there's the 3 leaf piles we need. Is that a new bow? Yeah, it was a new bow, but not new anymore. Alright, get this spike trap back up and running. Love that. Alright, now we just got 1 more spike trap, and then we gotta reset all of these arrows. I would love if the flame would give me more like metal casings for arrows and stuff like that. That would be super cool. Okay, what's that? Oh, these are just random arrows that I've dropped on the ground. Okay. All right, so there's a specific way that I always set up the arrows every single time, and it's super annoying to do it this way, but it makes things so much more worthwhile. I stopped shooting myself in the face, which is a good thing, right? It's very good to not shoot yourself in the face. Stopped shooting myself in the face when I started doing it exactly this way. I appreciated how slow those spearmen moved too. I was able to just get 2 clean headshots as they were coming in. Alright, almost done. Got this side to do. I really wish that they had more defensive traps in Green Hell. You know, like not like Sons of the Forest level where you have like literally one called the Hokey Pokey trap, which is just a ball on a chain that spins. Like not ridiculous ones, but like actual really good traps. I really wish that they had more than the bow trap, really, because that's kind of what you're stuck with. You got the bow trap, that's it. All right, put that there. Almost done. I think there's like 5 left. Man, I did not see that my energy was this low. We're gonna eat something before we start this trial. Probably 2 things. We're gonna eat a bunch of fat, but oh man, it's like I'm setting up for one and I'm realizing that I'm actually kind of weak right now. All right, fine. Let's before I lay down like the last one that traps me in here, I need to go out and actually get some stuff to take care of myself a bit. Just a couple things. I don't really need to go too crazy, but I need something that increases my energy. A little bit of carbs, a little bit of fat. Make it all happen. But we got to get clean first. It's probably the first part of this. Just spilled a bunch of that on myself. Totally worth it. All right, don't drown, Jake. It's actually nice and cool. All right, what was I looking for? Carbs. I'm also probably going to get attacked. Hey, G-Gen, good to see you. Probably going to get attacked by a cat soon. It's been long enough for me to get one. Alright, there's a couple banana trees around, so I'm just going to rely on those. Not worry too much about the food. The energy is the big thing that I really need right now. I need energy. Decent shot. I like that one. That was a good shot. I love how I just dirtied myself up again, too. You know what? I'm the exact same way. There's days that, like, all I want to play is just something aside from survival base building games. Like, they're my favorite games, but, like, I'll log into a stream or something and have the intention of doing a survival base builder just like this. And then I absolutely move on from it and need to do something else just for my own sanity. All right, well, there we go. Got some extra meat. Coming back to the base. So I got to remember, the base is armed right now. And so I got to be very, very careful jumping around. I'm kind of the same way. Like, I want my survival games to be a challenge. I don't want them to be like, I can walk all over them. And that, I think, like, I don't have an issue with Sons of the Forest. I think it's a great game. But I think that's one of my, like, drawbacks from it is you do eventually get to this point where you are just straight up overpowered. And so, yeah, it's super interesting. Hey, Catnip. How you doing? All right, so we just got some more meat here. Wow, seriously? I got nothing fully dried right now? Okay, I was not excited about doing this, but we'll go ahead and just get it done. Go ahead and make a fire real fast. There it is. There it is. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm going to make some soup. That's what I'm going to do. Cannot wait for the rainy season again. I miss it. I miss it so much. Eat a bunch of these mushrooms, get a little bit of energy. Oh, so good. All right, let's do another one of those. That's a good question. I don't know. I'm trying to think about like what comes out in the next few weeks here, or if you're looking for like older games or something like that. Because like I'm a big fan. I would rather, if I had a budget like that, I'd rather get like multiple indie titles. You know, I try to get as much as possible, not just like one game. You know. All right, let's see here. All right, well, we're back to full health and everything here. Let's make sure I'm not about ready to walk onto a trap. Is this one armed? No. Subnautica 2, actually, yeah, that's a good point. That comes out like in what, a couple weeks, something like that. All right, so that one's armed. I gotta be careful with that one. All right, so let's arm this one and then get it done. Round 20. Actually, I don't know how far I've ever gone in spirits before. It was probably around oh, not in Metal Arrow. It's probably around 1920 before. So with Subnautica, the reason why I would say maybe look into that one too is because when that drops into early access, you can get it for steal. It's like getting Grounded 2 right now. You're going to get like a full-fledged $60, $70 game for only like 20 bucks right now. And I think that is phenomenal. Okay, so round 20. Probably should have saved it. I haven't saved it in a couple rounds. They won the lawsuit? What lawsuit? Oh, man, dude, not this guy. Come on, dude. Hey, don't ask. I'll check chat in 2 seconds, guys. Sorry, these thugs are a pain. Really? You're going to send more after that? You guys suck. There's another one. Another thug coming in. Ah, he got me. As I mentioned, I was like, oh, I probably should have saved this. This is why. This is why I should have saved. Damn, bad shot. Damn it. Did not have the energy to dodge it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, I'm still here, dude. I didn't die. He bled out, though. Wow. That was not fun. That was not fun at all. Whew. All right. What broke on me? That's got 10%. That broke. That was not a fun round at all. 2 thugs and a bunch of other dudes, too. Don't like that. All right, what else broke? You broke. Yep. Fix all these wounds. Did I try the PC VR version? No. Nope, have not. Have not. Unknown Worlds? What's that? I don't know what Unknown Worlds is. I feel like I know the name. And how are you doing, Don't Ask? Great to see you as always. Let's check our last piece of armor down here. 58% on that piece. Deserve every single thing for it. They gave me an armadillo shell? Seriously? That's what you guys are going to give me right now? An armadillo shell? You're like, oh, that's what he needs. He needs another armadillo shell. That armor broke like super fast. It was not good. What game is this, Vincent? This is Green Hell. One of the hardest survival games that has ever been made. Worth it, though. Great game. Just waiting for my wounds to heal so I can start harvesting these bodies. In the meantime, we should probably trigger our traps and see what kind of damage we got done. That one's still alive. That one, too. Nothing got triggered on the spike traps. No, this originally came out on the PC and consoles and stuff like that. And then definitely evolved to the VR version eventually there. Sounds good. Hey, True Art, this is Green Hell. And sounds good, Don't Ask. You have a great rest of your day. Alright, just kind of going through and checking all of my areas that arrows normally get dropped at. Making sure I'm not going to get shot in the face, but alright. Looks like we finally got healed a little bit. Still can't believe that. Multiple thugs like that. Ridiculous. Alright, so I gotta check around this area for extra arrows now. Starting to just have so many of them. There we go, see? It's what he was shooting at me from inside. Have I played Sons of the Forest? I most certainly have played Sons of the Forest. Actually, most people find our channel from my Sons of the Forest content. We released a best base building, best bases location video a while back. And it's like we still get probably about like 1,000 views on it every couple days, and so it's a fun one. I love Sons of the Forest, and actually, if you go to my TikTok, that's where you are, right? Yeah. If you go to our TikTok profile, you can see one of the mega bases that we did in Sons of the Forest. I think it's like the second pinned video up there. It's a good one. It's a good one. That's one of my favorite bases I've ever done. All right. I really should invest in making some more metal arrows, but I don't want to go mine my own ore. Just too much work. Alright, ditch all of this crap. Don't need it. Don't want it. Just get over there and rot. Man. It would be super cool if this thing was giving me more stuff, you know? Appreciate that, Vincent. Mighty kind of for the follow. Alright, just got a couple more of these dudes to get. I like that hunter. There's 2 hunters here, and that means that I'll probably get a new bow right here. Yeah, 97 versus what of mine, 83. Take that dude's old bow. Okay. Get this spearman. No space in backpack for what? Yeah, I was like, give me that tribal arrow. Alright, ditch the bones. Ditch the feathers. Reorganize this. I didn't have any spike traps go off, so I don't need to go and get any leaves. What time is it? It's like 9 p.m. Sleep for the night. I don't want to deal with insomnia, and we might as well wake up and do it. I mean, you don't need to give me 500 because I think I'm good on that. I don't have that kind of a problem. Don't need to stop doing something you've never started or done. Oh yeah, that's a big difference. Maybe. I mean, you don't even have to do anything for that though, because I'm already in the process of removing that as well. So there you go, DB. And also makes a big difference. Spell check did you dirty there, didn't they? I appreciate that. It's a nice little base. I'm pretty happy with it. It needs more traps because I'm starting to get these thugs every round that are not fun to deal with. And so that is probably the biggest headache about it right now are those thugs. Not a big fan of them. And the fact that I'm starting to deal with 2 or more each round, don't like that. And I saw some pine nuts drop. There we go. All right, back to the base. This is actually one of the smaller bases I've ever made. Are you talking about that one in the video? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that Sons of the Forest one. Or, yeah, Sons of the Forest. That is that game. I really like that Sons of the Forest build. It was definitely... It took, I think, a month and a half to finish that one. But it was worth it. It was a good build. It was a fun build. I think that was my favorite one that I've ever done on a live stream. I didn't do much of it offline, and I think that's what made it really good. Yeah. That's typical for one of our builds, is spending about 30 to 60 days. The biggest one I've ever done here in Green Hell, that was 2 to 3 months, like real lifetime. Hang on, I got some leeches. Oh, I need to remake some armor. That's something that I need to be doing. Let's go ahead and toss some more wood on this fire. And let's go make some armor. Oh boy, oh boy. It's the 17th of January. How many days has it been? It's been 31 days. So it should start, emphasis on should, it should start raining probably within the next 10 days. It should start raining. So we'll be all right. All right, so we have enough rope to do it, but we might as well finish clearing out this tree. Is there a story in this one? Yeah, absolutely. There's 3 different modes. There's the regular just game, which is referred to as the story game or the story mode. And then there's what I'm playing, which is Spirits of the Amazonia, which is a prequel to the main game. And then there is survival mode, which is just straight survival. And so that one is the one that you kind of see most of the base builds happening in, because you don't have to worry about anything with them. All right, we'll go ahead and get this armor equipped on. I'm going to lose another piece of armor fairly quick into the next round if I get attacked on it, because it's at like 10%, but I don't really feel like switching it right now. But yeah, it actually has one of the best survival stories in all of survival games. Basically, you're an anthropologist who comes to the Amazon to look for a cure of some mystery ailment, some disease, right? And in doing so, you get separated from your wife, girlfriend. They don't really fully explain it. And the whole game is you trying to reconnect with her. And it's a really, really trippy game. I'm not going to give any spoilers or anything, but it is by far one of the most brutal survival games that has ever existed, and for good reason. Gonna go ahead and just keep our fire burning today. No point in letting it go out. All right, there's breakfast. Should just need one of these to get going. I need carbs. I think I'm gonna need carbs. Yeah, carbs and water. The enemies, so the enemies vary. The big ones are tribals. And here I can give you a little show of what the tribals look like. They are these dudes down there. See them? You can even hear them. And so they're just enemy indigenous tribals to the Amazon. And so that's pretty much the combat, is spears and bows and arrows and like rocks getting thrown at you and stuff like that. The other enemies are big cats, like jaguars and pumas. There's black caimans, which are these giant crocodile-like things. And then there's, what's the other one? Like anteaters. And then there's all these like poisonous bugs too, like spiders and that type of thing. Man, I need to go refill my water situation today. All right, so we got some clean water there. Let's make some mushroom soup for the rest of my stuff. And then we'll toss this in right here. Bam, look at that. So I have them all deactivated. And so if I had them triggered, like you should, I think I said, hang on. Is the game audio not on? Forgot to switch the game audio. You guys are just listening to my voice. Yeah, like, blech. I always forget to do this. There we go. Now you guys should be able to hear the game. Let's try this again. Okay, so if I have the traps armed, like that, and then I walk through it, I'll trigger it. But I have them all disabled. And so all of them, I have all the arrows removed. And that after I finish a round, that's what I do each time. It's a nuisance, but it works. All right, there's our carbs. There's our hydration. I need... I need to make a couple changes here. I need more water, and I don't want to keep having to run places to go get it. And so we're going to go ahead and make some water real fast. Clay bottle. Or get some water, rather. Seriously? I need 10 more units of water to do this. It's ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Those are all empty. That gives me 14. For good measure, we're just going to grab all of my water right now. Not that this is a good idea, but... Okay. Does this work? Yes. Okay. Clay bottle. No space. What? Is it just sitting there? Yeah, it is just sitting there. Okay, no worries. Seriously? It's kind of annoying. Okay, let's just move this arrow over here for right now. There we go. Alright, now we gotta bake it. Cool. Yeah, drink that 2 water right there. In fact, let's go see if our banana tree is done while we're waiting for our bottle to get done. Oh, see, I just got injured by my own trap right there. Walked through my own trap right there at the corner. That was dumb. Looks like it didn't, like, cut me too bad, though, so we'll at least just fix this and move on. I do that all the time with the spike traps. I always forget, like, where I have them laid out, and I'm just like, oh, let me just run through them. So at least I know that they're effective, right? Like, super effective traps. Okay, there we go. Clay bottle, unfinished. So it's baked, though, but now we have to craft it, and we add 1 piece of rope. We got our clay bottle. So the clay bottle is basically a replacement, or not a replacement, but an equivalent to the water flask. And so now I have 2 water flasks that can fit 100 each, which means that when it comes to doing water collecting, we can actually get our filter moving a lot more efficiently. Might as well check for the enemies over here too. Seem to be doing all right. Look at that, beautiful. All right, dump that in the water filter and we should be good. The big thing that I want to get back is I want to get the shower back. It's been a long time since I've had access to my shower in here. Okay, and then water filter, here it is. And 1, 2, look at that. Fantastic. We're not done yet. We're going to do another run. Because the water filter, it doesn't take long for the water to actually filter through it. But either way. Oh, sorry, TikTok. I had to close out of something, so that means your chat disappeared. I forgot. Sorry, Ashton. Thanks for the roses. And see you later, Vincent. I appreciate that. Mighty kind of you. Hey, bring me snacks. I'm the same way. I used to hate this game, too. And then I started loving it. Like, way, way into it. But either way. Sorry about that, everybody. It's not for a sickness. Have you beaten it yet? Have you beaten the story mode? Because it's definitely for sickness. Because once you get past, I don't want to give any spoilers. Like, even though this game came out like 8 years ago, I still am like, no spoilers. You guys deserve to see it. So I appreciate that. Vincent said I'm mad entertaining. That made my day. That's a good compliment. All right, look at this. Look at how fantastic this is. Filling up the water situation right here. Love it. All right, we should get another round going, which means we jump over here first and we arm these. There we go. I really did not like the enemies of the last one, but it was round 20, and I'm hoping that every 10 they send you something more difficult than normal. And so we'll see. But I have to, before this next round, I have to remember to save, because I'm reaching the point where I'm going to die fairly soon. I know it. And like, I know that I'm not going to sit here and like be like, yeah, no death playthrough. No, I'm not that streamer. I'm not that guy. I've never been that guy. What I am going to say is that I'm probably going to die in the near future, which means that I need to save my game and be smart about things. And if I die, that's the benchmark on if I need to invest in more bow traps or not. That's really the stress test that we're looking for right now. Because I'm already at the point where I think I need more of these. That's for sure. Hey, okay, keyboard. Yeah, no worries, man. You did not miss that much. We are, I think I'm on round 20, maybe 21 right now. And so we are having some fun just kind of clearing stuff out. Did I do that one already? Man, I can't remember if I did that one. Did these. Nope. Gotta get this one done. Hey, TikToker. I need more. I need more bow traps. I legitimately feel like you are right. Whoa. Whew. Arrow right by the face. That was intense. That was crazy. Y'all saw that? Whew. That, I didn't like that one bit. I'm not even going to find my arrow. Didn't like that. Forgot I had that one already armed, I guess. But okay. But yeah, I definitely, I feel like, because I know that they're breaking through and I'm doing it on purpose. I feel bad. Ashton sent me 3 roses and I did not see them. I always feel bad when I don't see the gifts that people send. Like, I don't know. I just always feel really guilty about that. Because then they leave and I'm like, no, come back, friend. All right, onward. Let's get these bow traps lined up. Last one, and then we'll save it and do a round. Actually, we're going to save it and we're going to go feed our fire real fast. Got 18 metal arrows and 2 tribal arrows. I think we could do this with 20. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be able to make 20 arrows work. Let's just make sure our fire stays alive during it. Got him. We'll eat one of these while we're at it too. Ooh, I need to go hunting. Yeah, definitely need to go hunting. Look at that delicious water we got coming in here. All right, let's go ahead, save, and then do the next round. I have to save it at this point. Like, I have to. Check this out. This is my favorite thing. Where is it? Day 124. It's my airport build. And then day 57, that's the drug lab. That airport build was ridiculous to do. Like, that one was insane. But either way. All right, here we go. Round 21. All right, what are you sending me? So far, just regular dudes. That was it? That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that the 20s, like the 10s, every 10s, is going to be a little bit extra. Why don't I go explore? I don't need to. I've already explored all the maps. I did that around like day 10, I think, is when I did that. And so I've already gone. This is spirits. So you spawn up here in these caves. I've gone down here. Then you go over here. Then I cleared out this tribe. And then I cleared out this one. And then I got all these caves up here. Then I went through this cave over here to go into here. This is the spawn from the story game. And then spawn from story game. And then I went to the tribal camp. And then I went to the drug lab. And then I went to the fishing village. And then the bamboo cave. And then you don't need to go over here to find the Jeep. You go down here to the drug lab to find the Jeep in this one. And so, yeah, that's all you really need. I didn't bother going up to the airport in this playthrough. I could go to the airport. I have 30 minutes. I'm not a big fan of, like, I always get sidetracked whenever I do this challenge. Because this challenge is very arduous, for lack of a better word. It's one of those things that's just like, oh man, it just never ends. And so it's boring and long and stuff like that. And I want to see it through to completion just one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. I just want to do it one time. Okay. I probably don't need to be getting rid of some of these arrows. Like, I could probably leave them up, but I don't want to take any chances. Can I see inside the base? Sure, catnap. Not a problem. It's not that big of a base. It's not. This one is not impressive at all. My other green hell bases are definitely much more impressive. This is a just like survival bungalow style. So it's just a 2x2x2. And then I have, hang on, let me finish adjusting these traps. Otherwise I'm going to forget about them. I'm going to take another arrow to the face and I don't want to do that right now. I think this is the last one. Okay. All right, those are all the traps. And so, this is it. I have a bed over there. I got my fire back here. Got a drying rack drying out some meat right here. And then upstairs, got a pottery table and then overlooking the whole base. So I can shoot if I ever need to. It's nothing special at all. But just needed to kind of get something productive here. All right, that's going well. Let's finish. Go ahead and I think there's only a couple more bodies to harvest. Appreciate that. Took, I think, 5-6 days to throw together in game days. And so it was a little bit of a project. But not the biggest one we've done in Green Hill, that's for sure. Alright, get rid of some of this extra junk. And that's it. That was, I mean, again, that was a surprisingly easy round. Debating if there's anything else I want to do. No, I kind of just want to do another round. Do I have a water source somewhere? I do. It is right here. And yeah, so this, and it's deep enough. You got to be careful jumping into it because I break my leg all the time over here. But then this is one of those underground or underwater caves. And so you can kind of just scoot your way back through here. I don't have the breathing mask, so I got to be careful and do this quick. But you just kind of scoot your way in here, and you're right over here, which is right underneath where the base is. You'll see in 2 seconds. Oh, that was a spider I just ran past. Really? I just cleaned myself and I got to kill somebody else? Ooh, terrible shooting. Terrible shooting. Killer trap got activated though. Look at this dude. Just gets into the fetal position. How do I grab water? I got a couple jars inside of my my inventory, so I just have to stand on the riverbank. So I do have kind of. It is a little bit easier to use than what I just showed you. I want to find that arrow as metal. There it is. But like right over here, I have this little bit of water too for the exact same purpose. And again, this is deep enough. It's an underwater cave. You can kind of swim around and explore and stuff. But 2 seconds. Get myself clean. So yeah, right here. And then I have these 2 bottles that you just fill up and you bring it back with you. So that's how I've been getting water during the dry season. During the wet season, it just rains and I have water collectors around. I could also just get a water collector system over here, but I'm just so close to everything else that it doesn't really matter. But yeah, here we go. Refill this. So that way we can drink that. Alright, and I saw one more corpse over here. I want to take care of this corpse. I said I want to take care of the corpse. There we go. Any niche tips about this one? It's a good niche tip. It's a good question. Trying to think about a good niche tip. But like I don't when you first spawn into the game, look for rocks. Don't look for anything else. Because with 2 rocks, you can make a stone blade and then cut down a tree and get all the wood you need to build all of your tools. And so, yeah. Yeah, Webhead, you fight the tribals in this game. In fact, I'm actually setting up to do a tribal fight right now. And they're going to come on in and try to attack me. And that'll probably actually be the last round. And then I'll go hunting for the day and call it. Alright. Oh, nope. Get back here with you. Exactly. It sounds really silly, but like if you find a large rock early on in your game, just harvest it down, make a stone blade, chop down a tree, and then harvest all of that wood, and you have enough tools just from that to be able to build an entire base. Like it's pretty crazy. I was thinking about it. There's so many games where you spawn in a survival game on the beach. And so I am going to start giving kudos to the survival games that start coming out that are like, we don't make you spawn on the beach and stuff, but like this game makes you spawn on the beach. So many survival games make you spawn on the beach. I don't get it. I don't understand the whole, I guess washed up survival is like a genre in and of itself, right? Either way. Okay, almost done setting up the traps. Did I try Bootstrap Island? No. I actually don't think I've ever heard of that before. The name intrigues me. I like games. If it's anything similar to what we've been talking about, I like games like that. Okay. Bootstrap. Whoa. I did that. That was my fault. 100% my fault. I deserved that. I'm really bad at getting shot by my own arrows in this game. I'm not good when it comes to the bow traps. They're very, very dangerous traps too. Like you'll just be minding your own business and you'll trigger one of them, and if it hits you just right, like they're brutal. They're definitely very brutal traps. So I don't blame the enemies for when they just like walk right over them without any thought or consideration to what they are. Like, yeah, they're brutal. I probably have worse luck hitting these things than the Wahara. Don't try it? That sounds super fun, though. I like challenging, punishing games like that. Like, really, really challenging, punishing ones. I love those types of survival games. Like, I don't know. You kind of almost made me want to try it even more. So, OK Keyboard is saying, don't try Bootstrap Island. It's a variable survival game where every day is about 5 minutes long. Resources don't respawn, and you die if you don't keep your fire lit at night. Like, that to me sounds like an epic game. Like, super, super epic game. All right. Well, speaking of which, I kind of want to do another round here. I probably shouldn't do this, but I have all of this meat, and I'm probably going to get parasites. No parasites? Wow. That's fantastic. A prehistoric island, that sounds like my kind of game. I dig that. I definitely dig that. All right, let's save it and do round 22, and then I am probably going to set up for calling it here. Look at all these piles of my enemies down here. Love it. Next up, what round are we on? 22. Let's go. What do we got? Bring it on, boyos. Let's go. Shot. Ooh, he triggered two. I don't like that. What's that fire build? So that's called the ritual flame or the eternal flame. And it's specific to Spirits of the Amazonia. But so there it is, the eternal flame. And it's pretty much, it's the whole point of this. Melted iron ore, seriously? That's kind of annoying. I actually really don't want melted iron ore. I can put a bunch of it up here, but I'm not sure what it actually does if I put it up here. Hang on. Yeah, I'm not sure what that did, but I have it now. I put that melted iron ore in there. I don't have a furnace, and so I can't really make anything with the melted iron ore. I could build a furnace. That's a possibility. All right, we're going to trigger our traps. Get me out of the back area here. That wasn't that bad of one. I definitely think that the 10s are always the hardest ones. Hey, Ronnie. Good to see ya. I thought I saw an arrow over here. No. Oh, I see it back there. It's all the way over here. Didn't want that bone. I need to get a new VR situation. I had a PlayStation VR for like the PS4, and I never really played with it that much. I'm probably going to be getting rid of it this coming month at the yard sale I mentioned earlier. And so, yeah, it's super interesting, but there's so many of those games that I really wanted to check out and stuff like that. Yeah, PlayStation VR was not good at all in terms of VR stuff. A MetaQuest, that's what you're saying, Catnap? I'll have to look into it. I mean, that's something that I want to do just for content creation purposes, is get meta glasses so I can just film more stuff as I go. And so I'm hoping that'll be a big part of it. It's kind of just upgrading a bunch of that stuff, but getting a meta VR headset. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm doing well, Ronnie. How are you feeling? You feeling a little bit better? Ditch some of this junk over here. Not too bad. There's probably a ton of arrows just laying about. All right, let's make sure we get the ones over here too, because otherwise these are the ones that are going to shoot me again. Okay. And that is all of the arrows. We got them. I like that. That's good. I'm glad your cough went away. A Valve Index. I don't even think I've heard of the Index before. Sounds exciting. All these Brazil nuts. Not really worth anything right now. Alright, we gotta find a pig. There's a pig. Sup, piggy? I always feel like I need to get a second pig. Because I completely ruined, or not ruined, but used all my food right before that last round. Why do I have so many traps? This thing that I'm doing, Spirits of the Amazonia, it's a progressive turn-based type of event. And so as I activate the ritual flame, harder waves of enemies are going to keep coming at me over and over and over again until I finally either die or finish the completed challenge, and then I get a very, very special weapon. And so that's kind of the whole point of what I'm doing. And those traps, the goal is for them to take out at least 75% of the enemies I'm dealing with. That was really close. That was insanely close. Something's walking over there. And I don't hear what I normally hear. I just saw it. There's a tapir. Okay, we're gonna go kill one of those. What level does it end? 50, if I remember correctly. And so I am currently on level 21 with it. Maybe 22. Oh, I hear it. I hear it. Where is it? I don't see it, but I hear it. I see it. You see it? Sup, dude? A for effort, Puma. But I want this tapir. A message popped up saying I got a TikTok universe. Well, that's exciting. I missed that. That's really cool, though. Thank you to whoever sent that. I don't even know what a TikTok universe is. For a second, I was just like a galaxy, but I don't see the galaxy. And I mean, I appreciate it no matter what. But interesting. Man, I don't want to get rid of this metal iron ore. What do I do with you? I'm not sure what to do with this metal iron ore. Maybe, I don't know. Wow. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate if that was you, Catnap. I appreciate that. But to whoever sent that over, thank you. Mighty kind. Sounds good, Catnap. You have a great rest of your day. And I'm very sorry about the pain you're experiencing in your ear. It sounds like you kind of can't catch a break there, Ronnie. Alright, trying to get back. I'm fully loaded with food. I did just take down that big cat. So that was nice. Thanks for the likes, guys. Really appreciate it. What time is it? Got about 10 minutes left before I'm calling it. So I'm off tomorrow. Tomorrow is typically the days that Jay, the other streamer, he does his solo days on Wednesdays. So hopefully that's the case. I like Jay's streams. They're more relaxing than mine. He plays more like chill games. Not high stress survival games like I do. And so I always enjoy watching his streams. But yeah, the idea is using traps, just line them up like this. So that way, no matter where they're coming from, they have to walk through a trap to get to me. Almost there. Whoa, forgot to disarm that guy. That was almost an arrow in the face. Don't like that. Do that a lot. It's fine. It's fine, we'll manage. Alright, so here we are back again. So much meat. Love that. Bye-bye, Catnap. You have a good one. Yeah, get all this hanging out. Got 2 pieces left. We'll go ahead and just cook these 2 pieces. And while we're waiting for that stuff to cook, we'll go ahead and get some firewood. You know what? I don't like this tree. No, actually, you know what? I don't like this tree. That's the tree that I want to get rid of, this one. Beautiful. Yeah, get all these maggot flies right on me. I love it. Maggot flies? No, they're just maggots. And then there's flies around them. That's pretty cool. Well, I mean, that's still pretty cool that you gotta help out with everything and all of that stuff. I used to be a theater kid myself, and so I would always hang out with all the choir kids and stuff like that. Good times. Like, fun times for sure. Alright, let's go ahead and just toss this wood on for the rest. Not bad. Oh, yeah, no worries. Well, it seems like a fun time, at least. It should be pretty relaxing. I always enjoyed those types of events. Just super fun. Drink just a little bit more water. I need carbs. That's the big thing. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that you get to have some fun. That's super cool. And congratulations on your position, too. That's pretty exciting. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Why am I walking so slowly? There we go. All right, let's go ahead and clean up. Go get some carbs. And all of that good stuff. Whee! I want to do that in VR. I want to do cliff diving in this game in VR. It just seems like a really fun time. That's also my ultimate escape. If things get too overwhelming at the base, I just have to run that way and jump. Really? No bananas? Alright, no worries. I need carbs. There's carbs. It's actually a lot of mushrooms right here. That did not really hook me up too much. Let's go ahead and make some mushroom soup, and that'll be probably the last thing I do today. Grab one of these, grab one of these. I already got a mushroom. Yeah. Mushroom soup. Alright, everybody. Well, while we go to cook our mushroom soup, this is when I like to say that if you're a fan of base building games, if you're a fan of survival games, if you're a fan of survival horror games where there's base building involved, that type of stuff, that's what we do every single day on this channel is we build stuff. And whether we're releasing shorts or long form videos or streaming, we try to release content every single day. It's definitely a journey, but we try to do our best there. And so anyway, if you are a fan of base building content in video games and you'd like to hang out with us, please do so. Like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. We're currently running our, what season is it? Spring. Currently running our spring base building contest. So if you build a base that is on theme with our current theme, you could win gift cards to Steam. And the theme is chosen by our last contest winner. So it was King, who's one of our regular members. He picked FIFA World Cup as the theme. So if you build us a base that is related to the FIFA World Cup, you might win $25 to Steam or $10 to Steam, either way. But anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to call it, is right here. I'm going to head on downstairs, hang out with my family. Going to make some dinner in a little bit, too. That fun stuff. But either way, thanks for hanging out with me. And I will be back on Thursday. Make sure you stop by for Jay's stream as well. He's a really good guy. Love hanging out with that dude. But either way, you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.